Hi, I'm Jo from Animal Therapeutics Online. So now to put your Activa Med Therapy system on your horse, just make sure you're holding onto it like we showed you when you grab it out of the bag. And then basically you just put it back on the horse where the saddle goes. You then fold the offside over so it drops down. Do the same with the near side and just fold the back part over the rump like that. Unfold the front part up the neck, and then start doing up the buckles. As you can see, it's all very adjustable, which is why you can use a one size fits most approach. So just adjust it as you go a little bit per each horse. So that's all the front. You've got your surcingles, which is just your standard crossover surcingle that you plug in. And then you've got one strap just behind the back here as well. So as you can see, that fits quite nicely and snugly on him. Once you've attached everything, you can also grab the controller. Now when you're plugging the controller in, you want to grab this cable from the rug and plug it into the top of the controller where it says blanket. Make sure your battery is also plugged in. And then you basically turn it on, select the program that you want to run with, and press start. You'll see up the top here there's a strip of Velcro. That corresponds with the Velcro on the back of the controller. So you can just sit it nicely on the horse there and it won't move. So on your controller, as you know, the panel there demonstrates the program and sequence that you've selected. What it also shows is a countdown of the numbers of minutes and or seconds. So if it's not in the final minute, it will show you the number of minutes remaining in that section of the program. If it's down to the last minute, it will count down in seconds for you. Where that's helpful on the first time that you use it is presumably you've started with probably SO2 as your sequence. What you want to do is make sure you're just standing with your horse the first time he's had it on, just as the massage kicks in. Most horses don't have a problem at all with it, but as you can see, Duke is quite relaxed. He's had 15 minutes of pulsed electromagnetic therapy, so the massage panel is going to start vibrating right at the far end panel on his rump. Sometimes that might just wake them up a little bit. Now we're going to look a bit more in detail at your controller and battery pack. Now this is basically the computer that runs your whole system. At the back, there is a 12-volt battery. You can buy spares of these, you can take them out to charge them, you can leave them in to charge them. The important thing with these batteries is that they get charged regularly. So you're better off charging them whether it's flat or not every couple of days or once a week, rather than letting it go completely flat all the time. If you do let it go completely flat, we recommend just put it on overnight so it gets a really good charge. When you're connecting it to your controller, you're going to get this connector here, right into the battery port there. These connectors are very simple to use, but you do have to be a little bit careful. They've got a sleeve on them, which you can see moving, and they've got a small arrow at the front there. Now the arrow at the front should align with the arrow at the front of your battery port on your controller. If you've got those arrows lined up, it's very easy to just slip it in like that. If you're having to force it to get it in or out, chances are something's probably wrong. It should be quite simple. Similarly, getting it out, you grab it by that sleeve that moves a little bit and you can simply pull it out. Now you would have seen the battery had a switch on it. I just switched that through the packaging. Now here you can see B12.7. That basically is your 12-volt battery fully charged. So the first setting that comes up tells you your battery charge. Now we usually see charging between 11 and 13. So if you're seeing it drop to low 11s or even into the 10s, get it on the charger straight away. Once you've seen your battery and you want to actually use it, you press the start-stop button once. That puts it into program mode. Now the system itself has what we call programs and sequences. A sequence is essentially a sequence of programs. So for example, program 1 is pulsed electromagnetic therapy, program 6 is massage therapy, sequence 3 might be program 1 directly followed by program 6. In your material pack, you've got a sheet just like this, which explains what all the programs and sequences are. So there you can see sequence 1 is program 1 followed by program 5. You can see how long they go for, what the settings are that come as a default in the system. Now we've already put 18 different programs and sequences in there for you that you can use that align to what's on this sheet. But you can of course change your own, which we'll talk about more later. But if we want to presume you want to use one of the early ones, and we recommend SO2 for the first time it's ever been on a horse. I'll show you how to do that now. So you can see it's on P. We simply move it up to 2. We move the left-hand arrow to 2, so it's sequence O2, and we press start. You can see there, sequence 2 has got 14 minutes left on it. So it was a 15 minutes on the program. Once that 15 minutes has count down, it will then go into the next 10 minutes of massage. So that's saying it's 15 minutes of pulsed electromagnetic therapy, followed by 10 minutes of massage. And it shows you that so you can see it. What you'll notice is the massage actually moves from panel to panel. What that is the system is designed to enable the massage to move in the direction of venous blood flow, which gets the blood back to the heart as quickly as possible. So if you're standing by a panel and you're trying to feel it and you can't feel anything yet, just wait a moment. It's probably just somewhere else, and if you stand there for a little bit and hold your hand, you'll feel it fairly soon. As you get more advanced with your programs in your controller, which we'll show you, you'll actually be able to change your settings. So you can effectively adjust the amount of time that the massage stays on each panel. You can change how fast it moves through. If you really want to, you can actually set it up on all of the panels all at once as well. As you can see, the system fits very securely on the horse. What that means for you is that you can leave your horse tied up in your stable setting, and as long as he's not going to be able to roll or other horses aren't going to be able to bite the equipment, you're fairly safe to be able to leave them there, which means you can actually go and work other horses, you can do your chores, or your grooms and staff can be working on other things while the horse is getting a full treatment. Now your program's finished, you're ready to take the therapy system off. Now it's important that you do take it off in the same way that we put it on, basically with that folding action that I'll show you in a minute, because if you remember when we took it out of the bag, it was really simple and easy to put it on his back. If we haven't put it in the right way, that is not quite as simple. So first thing, take off the controller. Now just make sure that you unclip all the clips. I like to start with taking the neck back, again over that saddle area. Just fold it back. And the same with the panels over the rump. I then go to the off side and fold that side up first because it's got the surcingles, it just stays up a little bit easier. So now when you pull this up on the near side, you basically again just pick up the rug as you would a saddle. And you can put it back in the bag right like that, and then when you're ready to take it out, it'll be really easy for you. I feel that your tallness didn't make me look as graceful doing that.